A Salernitana vs Roma prediction, team news, lineups preview. After starting their new era with a win, Roma returned to action on Monday evening, when they meet southern rivals Salernitana at Stadio Arechi. While Daniele De Rossi's debut as giallorosse boss ended in victory, Roma's hosts have won just twice all season and sit rock bottom of the Serie A standings. Match preview. Following the traumatic departure of former coach Jose Mourinho, who had brought both controversy and silverware to the capital club, Roma began life under new management by beating lowly Hellas Verona last time out, after sprinting into an early 2-goal lead. New manager Daniele De Rossi switched away from Mourinho's preferred three-man defense, and his team took control through strikes from Romelu Lukaku and Lorenzo Pellegrini, ultimately running out 2-1 winners at an expectant Stadio Olimpico. That lifted the gloom a little after Mourinho's sacking, and losses to AC Milan and arch-rivals Lazio in the League and Coppa Italia respectively, so Roma's former midfield maestro appointed interim boss until the end of the season will now aim to build some momentum. While the giallorossi remain unbeaten at home since September, they have lost each of their last 3 away fixtures in Serie A to Bologna, Juventus and Milan. They returned from a midweek friendly win over Al-Shabaab in Saudi Arabia, in which Lukaku scored the late winner, seeking a rare success on the road, having taken maximum points just twice from 10 away games in the league. Roma have won on 3 of their 4 previous visits to Stadio Arechi in Serie A, keeping a clean sheet in each victory, and De Rossi would clearly welcome a repeat this weekend. All told, Salernitana have won only one of their 9 top-flight meetings with Roma to date, though they have drawn 2-2 in both of the last 2. On the opening day of what has transpired to be a tough 2023-24 campaign, the Granada held their capital city counterparts in Rome, with Antonio Candreva's brace almost resulting in a famous victory. Since then, Paulo Sousa has made way for current coach Pippo Inzaghi, who is struggling to turn around Salernitana's long-term slump, stretching back to last season. The Salerno club have won just 2 of their last 22 league matches. Their 14th defeat during that period came at home to Genoa last week, as Inzaghi's side suffered a 3rd straight loss. Despite scoring shortly after kickoff through Agustin Martigani, they have dropped the most points from winning positions throughout Serie A 18. Still stuck to the foot of the standings, with a mere 12 points on the board, the Campanian club now require a comeback to match that of 2 years ago, when they were virtually dead and buried at Christmas but somehow scrapped their way to survival. Team news. Daniele De Rossi fielded an experimental team in Roma's midweek exhibition game, but his 11 for Monday's contest in Salerno should more closely resemble that which started against Verona. Paulo Dybala has recovered from a minor muscular injury sustained last weekend. However, Leonardo Spinazzola now joins Tammy Abraham, Chris Smalling and Renato Sanchez in the treatment room at Trigoria. Evan Dicka and Sardar Azmoun are still on international duty, and Leandro Paredes must serve a 1-match ban, but Gianluca Mancini and Brian Cristante both return from suspension, and the latter should start next to club captain Lorenzo Pellegrini in midfield. Pellegrini is one of only 2 Italian midfielders to have been directly involved in more than 60 Serie A goals since 2017-18, along with Salernitana's Antonio Candreva, who has also scored 5 times in his last 5 games against Roman opponents, 3 against Roma, 2 versus former club Lazio. The hosts are still without last term's top scorer Baladia, while ex-Roma defender Federico Fazio is doubtful due to a thigh problem. Lassana Koulibaly and Jovane Cabral are away at the Africa Cup of Nations, with Mali and Cape Verde respectively. India's continued absence, either Saimi or Chukwu Ekwemisi should lead the line up front, while recent loan signings Toma Basic, Nicolo Pierazzi and Alessandro Zanoli are all likely to feature. Salernitana possible starting lineup: Ochoa, Zanoli, Giamber, Daniliak, Broderick, Martigani, Majori, Basic, Candreva, Chauna, Saimi. Roma possible starting lineup: Patricio, Karsdorp, Mancini, Llorente, Christensen, Pellegrini, Cristante, Bove, El Shaarawy, Dybala, Lukaku. We say, Salernitana 0-2 Roma. Not only are Roma feeling refreshed under new management, Salernitana have conceded an average of 2 goals per game at Stadio Arechi this season and are brittle at the back. The visitors should therefore return to base with 3 more points in their pocket. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.